Well, it was a weird game again. I think I said I don't want to sit there and say the same thing as I did last week, but it was an interesting game. I thought at times, the first period, I thought there was there were some good moments. I thought the first 6-7 minutes were some really good moments, and we had good puck possession. We had some scoring chances, and then I thought with the next 6 or 7 minutes after that, North Dakota kind of took charge, probably in the middle part to the latter parts of that first period. And then the second period, we were just, we weren't playing very well. And, it showed on the power play. We were disjointed. And, and that's obviously, again, a lot of it has something to do with North Dakota, but we just, again, we weren't clicking on many cylinders in that second period. But again, only in hockey. We make a big play at the end right there. Marty hits Wolfe with just under a minute to go on the rush, and then we get a 1-0 lead. And you could kind of sense it. You guys probably sensed it in the press box. I could sense it on the bench. There wasn't going to be a lot of goals scored in that game. And getting the lead was huge. And so that was it was a big goal going into the period, up 1-0. And then I thought it was a good third period. I thought that we did a lot of nice things in the third period. There's a few things that, we got to get pucks out. We got to be a little stronger on our sticks at times. And we'll show the guys that tomorrow. But, overall, I just thought we really defended well. And, I thought, again, we were square to the puck. I thought we were really good on the 6-on-5 as well. So I thought our defending was really good. And I think that was probably the key.
I'll start with Mitch Wolfe. He's kind of had a up and down year, but he gets one, and it's his first goal of the year, just the second goal of his career. And how big was that one to get it right before?
It's huge. At the end of the second period, again, under a minute to go. that's a big goal. And we're going in the locker room up 1-0. And again, we didn't have a good second period. And again, that kind of created that. It's weird. We make one play in the second period, we score a goal. So now the second period becomes, we had a good second period, even though it might not have been that good. And I just thought, again, I thought that elevated our play in the third.
What'd you like out of Wolfe's game tonight?
Well, Wolfe's got good speed, and that's what he did. He jumped up in the play. He jumped. I got to look at it. I don't know if there was a line change or he just beat people up ice. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But he had space entering the zone. Marty made a good play, and Wolfe's got good legs. He's like one of those quarterbacks who can scramble and get out of the pocket and get you the first down. So his game is built. His game is built with his legs and his compete level.
Issa Perrick's talked about how important it is for him to play with confidence and play with that swagger. I think you saw it before he scored that goal too. He played with that edge. How important is that for his game to play with?
Yeah, all these guys, Jared, it's not any individual player. Everybody has to play with an edge, and that was part of my beef with the guys a little bit in the second period, is that we didn't play with an edge. And I don't want to watch and spectate. I want to attack, and that's the whole mindset. And when we get 20 guys, I'm obviously, you answer one question on Issa. I'm obviously getting on a tangent right here, but I want our guys attacking. And Issa's got composure, and and he's feeling it right now, and he's in a good place.
North Dakota's penalty kill plays super aggressive. They attack the puck carrier. What's the counter to that going into tomorrow?
Well, we got to make a few plays, and then once in a while too, maybe you got to get a puck in. We got to get a puck in deep and go win some battles. There's a few things right there. And so, again, hats off to North Dakota on the kill. But we got to make sure we have a little better execution tomorrow as well. So we're going to have to look at some tape and make a few adjustments there.
North Dakota gets that goal. It goes off Juts, his leg or his skate or whatever, and it kind of sparks him a little bit. Just how impressed were you with the guys being able to close out that game after giving up a weird one like that?
Well, I agree with you, Jared, because there was a lot of time left on the clock. And, the bottom line was we had a 2-1 lead. And that's good. We just, don't worry about it. Flush it. We got the 2-1 lead. I thought, and again, I got to look here, when they scored that goal, there was 3 minutes and 33 seconds left. So there's a lot of time left on the clock. And I don't know, I'd have to look at the clock, but I just thought there was a good period of time that we had 3 or 4 offensive zone faceoffs. We kept the puck in the zone, minimized them coming up ice. So I thought we did a pretty good job of managing probably the next minute and a half or so of that period. And then of course, about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, And things got a little hairy at times, but I still thought we had good composure. We were square to the puck. We identified our men well. We stayed with our guys. There was just a lot of congestion in front of the net, and those things can go in, but also sometimes it's tough to go in when there's that much congestion as well. So, but anyway, it was an interesting ending for the fans, that's for sure.
When you think about that, the message, just flush it, find that composure in the last minutes after you give that one up. Did some of that come from the experience that you have on this team and with some of that better? Yeah,
I think so, but I think some of it is too, like, there's a lot of belief when you're up a goal. Again, it's just, these guys were challenged. I mean, that was a challenge. That was a challenge once they scored. Now, again, that was a good little moment. That was a good little moment for our guys. That was a great teaching moment, coaching moment, good experience moment for our guys, whatever you want to call it. Being in that situation and having to fight the rest of that time off the clock and trying to win that game. That wasn't easy. That wasn't easy near the end right there. But again, I thought our guys stood tall, and again, they did a lot of good things.
All right. Obviously, another big win for you guys. Just start with the takeaways from a game like this.
Yeah, I think maybe we started a little bit slow that first period, but as the game progressed and we got that first goal, I think that injected some life into us, and we were able to build shift by shift from there, and then just pack it in and lock down the W tonight. It was all hands on deck tonight at the final frame there. So
I think you look at this game and you look at the Minnesota game, and just on the surface, right, 2 low-scoring defensive games, you get outshot. This game felt different. This game felt like you guys had a little bit more control, and I think a lot of that starts with your guys' ability to defend zone entries.
Yeah.
What did you see out of your defensemen tonight, and the trailing third forward that made some of those zone entry defenses a little bit easier?
Yeah, I think it was really positive to see. Obviously, North Dakota, Minnesota, those are high flying, high offense teams. So, we do our pre-scout, we do our homework, and try and get that first touch and transition out as quick as possible. And when our defense are joining the play, that makes us that much more dangerous. So, a lot of positives to take from that.
You give up a weird one at the end there. It goes off a skate or a leg, and it's kind of just unlucky, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think this team kind of flushed it, moved on. How important was it to have that quick memory there with 3.5 left?
Yeah, like you said, 3.5 left. You still have a 1-goal lead. Crazy bounce goes in the net. You kind of just gotta, like you said, brush it off. There's really nothing you can do after that besides finish the job. You got to learn and know how to win. 1-goal games and 1-goal leads. So. It was a great response.
How well is Issa Perrick playing right now?
Great. It's awesome to have a freshman come in and have confidence, and he's contributing on the offensive side of the puck too, which is always an addition if you have a defenseman who can do that. So, no, he's doing great, and great kid.
How important was it to get one before the end of the second period after kind of a tough period for you guys?
Yeah, it's huge. Anytime you get a late goal it's massive, and in turn it's the same thing going the other way. If they get a late one, totally changes the tide of the game. So, it was a massive goal.
This is the first time in program history you guys have beaten North Dakota and Minnesota in the same season. What does that say about this group?
It shows what we're capable of. Massive wins, of course. It's about finding the ability to win night in and night out, and having a consistent effort, not just having a big win here, a big win there, doing it every night in conference play as well, even more important. So, they're huge wins, and it's great. It's great for our program, and it's been special so far. Hopefully we can keep that going.
All right. It's obviously another big win. It's your 4th win over a ranked opponent this year. What's kind of been the secret to success in some of these big games?
I think just sticking to our game plan and knowing like we can hold leads and we can play with these teams has been big for us. So, just playing Beaver hockey.
How good did it feel to see that one go in there at the end of the second period?
Yeah, obviously first goal of the year, so felt a little good, weight off the shoulders.
It's all the offense tonight. Granted, there's only 2, but it came from defensemen. Just talk about your guys' ability to jump into the play offensively and how much pride you take in that.
Yeah, we gotta take care of both sides of the ice, and when we're able to jump up in the play and help our forwards out, we always try to do that. So yeah, it's something we practice.
Another 34 saves from Mattias Sholl. How good has he been for you guys?
Yeah, he's unbelievable. One of the best goalies in the country, easily. So he's a stud.
How much confidence does his play fuel you guys out there on the bench?
And I mean, it's crazy. Like you see him make a save, and you're amazed by what he can do, and everyone gets fired up. So it's cool to watch.